Poliwrath is such a beast. If you have one, I definitely recommend him, especially in this catch cup. Dude, once I was able to get Poliwrath, I had to power one up, and I powered up a shiny one as well. And look at that. Someone had a slave switch, a fighter. I was literally, I think it happens another time where literally they just have no answer for a fighting type Pokemon. And I really like the fact that right here I'm running Scald on the Poliwrath, but it was actually by accident. I wanted it to have Ice Punch, so I wanted to get the Dynamic Punch and Ice Punch. The Ice Punch for like what do you call it, Altaria's grass Pokemon. So that's what I wanted to have it for. And right here, dude, we're just beating, just pounding that Greninja, man. I feel, dude, Greninja's such a cool Pokemon, but I don't know why I've just been loving just like when I can pair it up with just with a fighting type, dude. I don't know, it's just insane for me. I find it fun, I don't know why. But anyway, guys, also if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. We're so close to 10K. Man, you guys have been amazing. I really appreciate all the support. Right here, see, that's when I needed the Ice Punch, and I think that's why they were shielding. And I think this trainer is just as stubborn as I am because they haven't top left it. They're still willing to play. So kudos to them. We're messing around a little bit, honestly, within this matchup. We can honestly, and I think later on, because I actually end up like having them like take the G-Fisk out, and I think I could have just wrapped it up pretty much. But anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and keep playing. And meanwhile, we're just going back and forth. Let me know in the comment section, how did your global Go Fest go for you guys? How was your weekend? Dude, the highlight of my weekend, literally, well, first I caught a shiny Snorlax with the cowboy hat, which I loved. It took me a while, and honestly, I played walking and driving, and honestly, driving was the way to go if you wanted certain shinies. For example, I could never find any Heracrosses if I was walking around, so that was odd. Anyway, moving on to the second match. See, we have a great lead, and we do end up losing this match because our opponent does an amazing catch, which you guys will see in just a little bit. Right here, honestly, they could have probably caught here because I am making myself a bit predictable here by just what do you call it? By throwing right as I get to it. Right here, honestly, I think I didn't make a mistake. They shield this, I think. They shield this. Once they did a second shield, I should have known they're weak to Poliwrath. They don't want to see Poliwrath. I let this go, which was a mistake. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, what my thing was, okay, let's go ahead and just farm like crazy. And now I'm going to go ahead and, see, the thing about this team, okay, we're going to go, I think I shield this. I do shield this. But I'm like, dude, can we reach an Ice Beam? Can we reach an Ice Beam before they get to a move? And I'm like, oh, bro. But regardless, I thought it was going to take it out, but I found out that it actually doesn't. The great thing about Blastoise is he's such a tank, bro. He's going to be able to take this grass down like a champ. Now, if you don't have a Blastoise, it is a bit more of a shiny, more of a shiny pick. More of a spice pick. See, I thought it was going to be able to take it out, but apparently it doesn't. Honestly, the way to go, the way to still win, I should have just farmed this thing down. I think I should have farmed that thing down. They're going to bring in a Haxorus. This opponent is counting like insanely. And because of that, they're able to catch this on this Dragonair, and that costed me the match. That costed me the match right there. And what I was going to say, if you don't have the Blastoise, use a Swampert. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Swampert would probably have some better plays, especially with Lantern. It's really tricky, like knowing what the safe switch is. Honestly, with this team, it's honestly winning lead. It really is winning lead to align your Pokemon right. So if you use this team, I would recommend that. It's really good. But I'm saying that, maybe that you can swap out whatever you want. Keep the G-Fisk and Poliwrath for sure in the lead. But Blastoise, you can swap anything else you feel like you might want to. So right here, we're going to take the Dynamic Punch. And I'm like thinking, I thought they might have baited, but they didn't bait. And I'm like, okay, we end up winning anyway. We're going to go ahead and now we're going to go against this Lurantis. And dude, I tried so hard to find a shiny Fomantis, and it just did not happen. Let me know if maybe you got a shiny Fomantis. How long did it take you to get? I wasn't able to get one. Now, he is able to. This isn't Fomantis. I forget what it's. We're gonna find out what his name is right here. What is it? It's Lurantis. Okay, so Lurantis has access to superpower, so that's why I'm shielding, because my Blastoise does not want to take no Leaf Blade, no Leaf Blade, and we don't shield that one. I'm thinking it's probably not gonna do superpower, but had I not shield that, it definitely would have taken me out. So right here, I'm thinking, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and use both shields here, because at this point, this might be a superpower, but what I'm thinking is that they didn't have the second move, because a lot of trainers right now, they probably are already like Stardust depleted, right? I mean, this is pretty much like, it's so hard. I literally had to invest. I think I literally with the Poliwrath, I was down to like 8k Stardust, nothing, right? Playing this weekend allowed me to get back to 130k, which was nice, right? But a lot of trainers right now, they have no Stardust left. So we're going to go ahead and now bring in the Blastoise. We have to bring him in, and we're going to go up against this, dude, man, I'm forgetting the names of Pokemon. Like, it's 2 of them, man. It's like 5 a.m. for me, guys, right here. And Togedemaru. We're up against this Togedemaru, and I know I'm not going to live this, but they needed the back-to-back Wild Charge, and I'm like, did they get to it already? But they weren't, and we're able to munch it down. We're able to munch out down for the win. Let's bring go. So close. What a close match. Moving on to the next one. You gotta love to see it. We're gonna go ahead and be paired up with a Greninja lead. They're gonna bring the Haxorus, and dude, these counters are chunking that Haxorus. I'm like, bro, like, I think, but Haxorus is pretty squishy. After I've been going up against it for a little bit. So here I finally went into this is what I'm talking about. There's really not like a save, like it just really depends. So for example, I'm not gonna put in my Blastoise against it. So I would honestly say, if you have to have Pokemon to save swap, G-Fisk will probably be the better one, but it really just depends on the situation. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and I start building up. I know they're lowering my attack, but that's why I built up to the back-to-back Rock Slide, because whatever came in here, I knew I was at a range, because Haxorus is really just like, it's really glassy, for my opinion. So I'm like, okay, build back-to-back Rock Slides, which now is able to get me, not only am I able to get an Earthquake, but now I'm able to get a Rock Slide, and Greninja is, even from this range, I would think it would knock it out, because Greninja's, dude, it's Glass Cannon too. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm thinking, you know what, I don't want to take an Aerial Ace, because I've fallen for that. Turns out it's a Night Slash, so I'm like, okay, we can go ahead and probably non-shield the next one, and they're going to bring in a Talonflame. And honestly, I could have just brought out the Blastoise. They have no shields left, but hey, whatever, you know. Let's go ahead and just do a nice punch here. Then bring in the Blastoise, Water Gun down this Talonflame. And I'm thinking they're probably, this could be a Brave Bird. And I just don't want to get that taken out of existence. So we're going to go ahead and shield it, but I knew it was a bait. And at this point, I have allowed them to get in a lot of Incinerate. So I was scared that they were going to get to a Brave Bird and just take me out completely. They're going to bring back the Greninja, and we're going to take this move like a champ. It's going to be a Hydro Cannon, but Blastoise, man, just didn't look at that. Just farms them down with those glasses, dude. I love this one. And it's an XL Blastoise, which I was so happy about when I caught it. Right here, man, Poliwrath is just having so many good leads. We're going up against a double wall. They're bringing a Toxapex, and this is when I'm like, okay, let's switch out to our G-Fisk, and let's go to town here. So Toxapex isn't the strongest attacker, so we're going to take these brines pretty well, and we're going to be able to take at least 2 more. So I'm trying to farm over, just keep farming here, and I'm wondering, I doubt, at this point, I'm not going to bait. I'm going to go straight for the nuke, especially because it's so tanky, and it makes no sense. So right now we're in a perfect place where we can farm down, and I think I said he could take 2. Honestly, it's just, no, he can't take 3. Basically, the third one would take out the G-Fisk. So they're going to bring back the double wall. And because I was able to get so much farm, I farmed down the Toxapex. I can now Earthquake this double wall. They take it like a champ. They do get some counters in. And double be careful, guys, because it is running Wild Charge. So I shield this because of a previous match that I had earlier that day. And I was able to call it. They're going to bring the Poliwrath. Now, Shiny always wins, guys. So if you have the Shiny, make sure to play it, because especially if you're in the mirror match, We're gonna get to 2. Before they even get to a move, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this dynamic punch, and we end up CMP. It's what I'm talking about, guys. Shiny not only wins, it wins CMP too. So if you guys didn't know that. So we're gonna go ahead, and I need to shield this because I still need this Poliwrath. It turns out it was an ice punch, so I was trying to hopefully catch. Honestly, I wasn't really counting, but I'm thinking maybe because they threw the ice punch, and I think I was like, they definitely had dynamic punch by that point, which they end up showing it right here. Boom, dynamic punch. But we're able to take it like a champ because Blastoise is a tank. So we're gonna go ahead and now get to the Hydro Cannon, which is enough to be able to take it out. And I was hoping it was, because then it was just really gonna be awkward. And they're gonna need to have, yep. We water gun down the double. You gotta love that. And I think, yep, that was the last match. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the games. Really hope this actually might be my last video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just resume showing gameplay and all that the next season. But anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.